small fight between mother and son. And in that, what happened is he looks very beautiful when he gets angry. Shri Kanaka Anga Haila Baluka Veshtita Sei Haila Mahashobha Charita. So now, because he was very angry, he started rolling in the courtyard. And now his golden limbs became covered with sand. And he is looking more beautiful. Like this, Krishna used to make even Radharani angry. It said when Radharani becomes angry, she becomes more reddish. She looks very beautiful, especially her Bhama Bhav. So here also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looks very beautiful. Katakshana Mahaprabhu Gadagadi Diya Sthira Haila Rahilena Shaina Karya. So after rolling on the ground for some time, Gaura calmed down as he continued lying there. There are certain activities even we find in our in common children also. When they get angry with mother, they will roll on the ground. They'll lie down there only. But all this inspiration is got from where? From Krishna only. When Krishna gets angry, he also does like this. Now Krishna, the same Krishna comes as Gaura, he also does the same thing. Say mate drishti kaila yoga nidra prati te sui yachi vaikunthera. Now, Lord of Vaikuntha entered in yoga nidra as he lay there on the ground. Now he slept with the help of Yogamaya, which is independent spiritual nourisher of his transcendental pastimes. Yogamaya helps to nourish the pastimes of Krishna. So it is up to Lord when to use the Yogamaya in his service, so that nourishes his pastimes. Anantera Shri Vigrahe Yanahara Shayana Lakshmi Yandra Padupadma Seve Anukshana Chari Vedeye Prabhu Kore Anveshane Se Prabhu Yayena Nidra Shachir Angane. So now Lord likes to lie on the body of Ananta. That's why Balaram takes the form of Ananta Shesha. Ananta means which cannot be measured, immeasurable. Shesha means whatever seva is left, which can be again counted as immeasurable, is done by Balaram in the form of Ananta Shesha. And his lotus feet is always served by Lakshmi. He is known through the Vedas. And now the same Lord is sleeping in the courtyard of Shachi. Now there can be one sarcastic remark in this. He who is to be known through the Vedas, the same Lord, is unknown to the Vedas also. So we have this verse in Brahma Samhita, Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Mananta Rupam. There, Durlabham, this word is there. So it is so Durlabha to understand Krishna's activities even through Vedas. Ananta Brahmanda Yandra Lomar Pupe Bhase Shrishti Titi Pralaya Karaye Yandra Dase Brahma Shivadi Mata Yandra Gunadhani Yena Prabhu Nitrayana Shachira Angane. Now Krishna's hair folds are innumerable, and they are the sources of innumerable universe. So now he whose servants direct the creation, maintenance, and destruction of those universes, he whose glories intoxicate the mind of even Shiva and Brahma, the same Lord was now sleeping in the courtyard of Shachi. Now his glories intoxicate even Shiva and Brahma. His servants take care of creation, maintenance, and destruction. Direct the creation. So who are his servants? The first servant itself is Balaram, the servant to God. Now Balaram takes the responsibility of creation, maintenance, and destruction. Yei mata Mahaprabhu Shwanubhava Srase Nidrayaya Dekhi Sarvadeve Kande Hase. Now Lord nourished Yoga Nidra, sleeping nicely, and all the demigods either cried or laughed, crying in ecstasy. Oh, what is this? Why is he sleeping so much? Sometimes that cry is also there. One cry is, oh, so sweet. Krishna looks at the time, automatically tears flow. And sometimes the demigods used to laugh. Oh, so wonderful. He is acting. So in this way, it is like a joke for them. Katakshane Shachidevi Mala Anaiya Ganga Pujivara Sajja Pratyakshatariya. Then Sachidevi brought a garland and other ingredients for worshipping Ganga. Dhire dhire putrera Shriyanga Hastadiya Dhula Jhari Tulite Lavila Devi Giya. She slowly brushed the sand off the body of Lord and lifted him up. So when there is a fight between mother and the child, the mother, when the son becomes very adamant, the mother acts to be humbled as if she is now defeated. But that love of mother and that defeat of mother, that acting to be defeated, actually is her victory. That is why it is said, tolerance is the beauty of a woman. She has to tolerate many things. She has to tolerate the children's pranks also. At the time, she cannot go with her ego. No, I am the mother, he is a son, he is a daughter, she is a daughter. She has to listen, he has to listen. No. Sometimes she bows down. That bowing down is actually her victory. Even by dealing with the husband also. Sometimes the husband is very rude, shrewd. But what to do? She acts to be as if she is defeated. But actually, she is not defeated. She is victorious. Even to restrain the senses, to control the senses, control the anger, control our feelings is an art. And one who does that is a Dhira Purusha. So here, tolerance applies in every step for a woman. She can be tolerant. She has to be tolerant with her parents also. She has to be tolerant with her sons, children. She has to be tolerant with husband also, with in-laws, with everyone. So that tolerance becomes the beauty of a woman. Utha utha, Bapa Mora, Hedamala Dhara, Apana Ichaya Diya, Ganga Puja Kara. Oh, get up, my dear son. Open your eyes. Take this garland. Go worship the Ganga as you desire. Says, take it. I brought all the paraphernalia. Get up. Go to Ganga. Bhala Haila Bapa. This word Bapa is very beautiful. Yata Felina Bhangiya. Yauka Tomara Saba. Balai Laila. Then she said, it's good. But he broke many things in the house. And children get angry, na? They break, they throw things. It's good that you have broken everything. I hope that all future impediments have been destroyed by this act. Anyhow, even in the future, some inauspicious would have come. वो छोटे से निकल गया. Sometimes you say, ना, चप्पल चुरा लिया किसी ने. Then you what you say, छोटे से निकल गया. It is good. You did all these things. Some small things only it has happened. Or some big inauspicious activity would have been, inauspicious impediment would have come. So here, addressing Bapa, that means when actually children are not addressed directly by the name. They even that if they are calling name, they will say Amma. Like my father used to say Prabhamma. Always used to call like this one, Prabhamma, Amma, Amma. Like that, even the boys also, Appa. Generally we say Appa, Appa. So that is good. That is giving, that is that is having an inner truth behind it. If you see when Vyasadeva cried for Sukadeva Goswami, there Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur very clearly writes, when he cries, Putreti, Putreti, there is an echo which is heard. Putreti, Putreti. Don't know, you were my son or I am your son. We don't know in the past who was whose son. That is why Bapa or Amma or Appa, that is generally addressed. Jananira Vakyashuni Shri Gaura Sundara Charira Karite Snana Lajita Antara. When mother spoke like this, Gaur Sundar was embarrassed and he went to take bath. Just see, Sachi Mata's humble words, or we can say, okay, she gave up everything and now she has bowed down. But that embraced the Lord, that means the power of tolerance even embraces Krishna. Yatha Sachi Sarvagraha Kari Upaskara Randhanera Udyoga Lagila Karibara. Then Sachi Mata cleaned the house, prepared to cook. Yadyapiha Prabhuyeta Varya Pachaya Tathapi Sachira Chitte Dukkha Nahi Haya. I just see Lord broke so many things. Even then Sachi did not feel any distress. This is the exalted quality of a true mother. Generally, mothers, they go on chewing. Hey, you did this, chewing the same, creating a very, heavy atmosphere in the house, complaining. But Sachi Mata was very peaceful. That is why it's not so easy to become mother of Krishna. Once Devaki desired to become mother of Krishna, she is. But she wanted to become the mother of that Krishna who did all the childhood pastimes with Yashoda. Then Krishna told, see, be aware. This desire of yours will actually frustrate you. She said, no, I want to see all the childhood pastimes. Immediately the whole of Dwarika changed to Gokul. And here Devaki is seen churning the butter. Krishna is waiting why she has not come. Same Ram Bandhan Leela, that initial part. Then he goes and pulls the sari of mother. Devaki looks at his beauty. Then Krishna starts crying, takes the stick and beats the pot, breaks the pot, takes the butter, starts eating. Then Devaki said, why are you doing all these things? You could have peacefully asked, no, please give me butter. I would have given. And then Krishna told, like these questions or like this formal talks, my mother Yashoda never did. I used to like this only break the pot and then take the butter and give it to the monkeys, and mother used to run behind me with the stick. So that is why you never can become Yashoda. You be Devaki, that is enough. See my all grown up pastimes, but you cannot play with me. So these are certain pranks which children like to do with mother and father. At that time, mother cannot say, why you did this? It's not suiting. So all these formal talks, generally, Krishna does not like. It's not so easy to become the mother and father of little Krishna, baby, little Gaura, baby Gaura. It's not so easy. Krishnera Chapanyayana Ashesha Prakare Yashoda Sangena Gokula Nagare. She simply tolerated Gaura's mischief just as Mother Yashoda tolerated Krishna's unlimited mischief in Gokul. So when this form, this childhood form Krishna takes in Dwarka, Rukmini observes. She says, oh, so sweet you look. Why don't you be like this only here? He says, no, I cannot be. But for you, I'll give you these deities. That is why the same deities are Udupi Krishna, Namma Krishna. The same deities come from Dwarika, after the whole Dwarika is flooded and all those things, drowned, the same deities are attained by Madhvacharya. Yei mata gaurangera yatachanchalata sahilena anukshana sachi jaganmata. Now let's see the tolerance. Constantly tolerated, not just one. Constantly tolerated all of Gauranga's mischievous activities. Now I'll say, no, my son is also very mischievous. But he is not Krishna. So, yes, you should be tolerant. Mothers should be tolerant, but up to certain age. Not that a child of 10 years, 11 years does all these pranks. These are all suiting when the child is just maybe 6, 7 years or maybe 8 years. Till that time, till 10 years, you can tolerate. After that, you have to teach him. But Mother Sachi tolerated constantly. Ishwarer Kridajani Kahita Kateka Yei Mata Chanchalata Varena Yapeka. I'm unable to describe the many other similar mischievous pastimes performed by the Lord. Sakala Sahena Yai Kaya Vakyamane Hailena Sachi Yena Prithivi Apane. So Sachi Mata tolerated everything with her body, mind, and speech as though she was Mother Earth herself. So breaking things, rolling on the ground, crying, then sometimes beating mother also. So all these things Sachi Mata tolerated. And she was liking also. It's not that she was grudging. So here tolerance is with love, is with acceptance. So here tolerance is not like the tolerance of this material world mothers. In the material world, even if a mother is tolerating, but she's not tolerating with that happiness. Yashoda Mata tolerated all the pranks of Krishna with happiness. She used to enjoy. That is why even when she is punishing, she's having a smile in the face. Relishing Krishna's beauty. How many mothers really relish their sons or daughters' beauty? They get angry. Anger should be accompanied with love. If that is there, then that person is Yashoda's. That person has the mercy of Yashoda. That anger should not be with a grudge. If there is a grudge is there, then that is not compared to Yashoda's tolerance or Sachimata's tolerance. Sachimata used to relish the beauty of her son. Pratekshane Mahaprabhu Tori Gangasthana Aile Nagrahe Maya Bhagavana. And after some time Nimai returned home after taking bath in Ganga. Vishnu Puja Kari Tulasira Jalahia Jaradiya Bhojana Karite Prabhu Vasile Nagiya. Then he offered water to Tulasi and sat down for his meal. Now here again Krishna is showing that you can only tolerate the pranks of a devotee child. A child is not interested in doing any worship. Now see the mischievous acts of Krishna shows only devotion to Krishna. Even he is showing, because he has come in the form of a devotee, he is showing the devotion to Krishna, he is showing the devotion to the Tadiyavastu of Krishna. He is going and praying Ganga, he is coming and praying Vishnu, though he is Krishna himself. Now there are children who don't want to do any devotional service, they just want to go and play like a vagabond. And then they fight with mothers, and the mothers say, what to do? We are tolerating. No, we have to slap them. We have to slap such children who are not interested in devotional service, but just they are interested in materialistic pranks or materialistic things. They're interested in going and playing with their friends, some cards, some this and that, gambling. Right from the beginning, now they have started these all things. Then we have to slap them. But while slapping them also, the intention should be just to bring them in Krishna consciousness. भोजन करिया प्रभु हैला हर्षमन, आचमन करी करेना तंबूला चरवण. Now fully satisfied after his meal, the Lord washed his hands and then chewed some bitter nut. धीरे धीरे आई तबे बनते लागिला एत अपचय बाप की करिला. Then let us see the time after a lot of time Sati Mata is placing this question. Why did you destroy so many things? Initially, what did she say? It's good that you have destroyed so many things. Because maybe some inauspicious activity, inauspicious impediment would have come. It went in a small way. Now slowly she's asking. This is actually the culture. When your father scolds you, you should not back answer that time. Let him scold. When your husband scolds you or wife scolds you, anything happens like this. At that time, be peaceful, be a good listener. After some time, deal with the same topic. Because that is the time the person will be in the receiving end. Now, if there is a fight and you also fight, nobody is receiving any other's communications. There's only a fight and there is only a confusion. घर द्वारे द्रव्य यत सकल तुम्हारा अपचिए तुम्हारा से की दाय अमर. Actually, this house broke the door also. No? Door also belongs to you. And if you destroy them, it is your loss. It is not my concern. I just see how nicely Sati Mata is teaching. When Lord is now calm, fed him, he has taken his bath, he has fulfilled his desire, his worship Lord. Now the Lord is in the receiving end. That means he is accepting, he is ready to accept. At that time she shows, everything belongs to you. Why did you destroy everything? परिवारे तुम्ही बोला एखानी याईबा घरे ते संभल नाही काली की खाईबा. You say that you will go to school now, but I have nothing left at home. What will you eat tomorrow? So you want to go to school. Now your Upanayanam is done. I don't have anything in the house. You threw away everything. How am I going to cook for you? Hase Prabhu Janantar Jananira Shunya Vachana Prabhu Bole Krishna Poshta Krishna Poshana. Then Lord smiled and said, Krishna Poshta, Krishna Poshana. Krishna is that maintainer and he will maintain us. Poshta means maintainer. Poshana means maintain us. Etavali Poshtaka Postaka Laya Prabhu Kare Saraswati Pati Saraswati Pati Chalilena Padivare. Now Lord is also husband of goddess of learning. You say, what is this? Brahmaji is the husband of Saraswati, from where Krishna became the husband of Saraswati. So here, husband of spiritual knowledge of Saraswati. So there are two Saraswatis. When we say Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Madhire, that the commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur very clearly says, Saraswati of the eternal world. So there is Saraswati in the eternal world. The goddess of learning is there in the eternal world. In the eternal world, everybody are wives of Krishna. Krishna is only Pati. Same Saraswati now gives the potency to Brahma's wife. Her name is also Saraswati. So the Saraswati of the spiritual world gives spiritual knowledge, and Saraswati of the material world gives material knowledge. So that is the difference. Katakshana Vidyarasa Kari Kutuhale Jahannavira Kule Ailena Sandhya Kale. So after happily studying, the Lord went to Ganga in the evening. The Lord went to school, Lord went to Ganga, And he passed some time in the banks of Ganga and returned home. Katakshana thaki Prabhu Jahanavire Tire Tabe Punha Ailena Apana Mandire. This way he came back. And then what did he do? Jananira Daka Diya Anina Nibhate Diya Swarnatola Dui Dila Thana Hate. Then in a secluded place, Lord gave her 20 grams of gold. See, even we are also helpless. Oh, Krishna, what did you do? You broke your temple. We were nicely placed in Kankhanda. You broke your only things. Now, where will you stay? Then what Lord is doing? Getting some gold coins. Yesterday there was a Mataji who told, please send Gautam to my house and send him with some fruits, so that while taking the fruits, I'll slowly put the gold in his hand. My husband should not know. Gopi Bhav. Just see. And from where all this consciousness is coming? It's coming from Krishna only. So this is so relative. And today, Mandana Prabhuji's message, Krishna is showering gold coins. He broke his only temple. No? Now it is his responsibility to stay. And nicely he was placed there. Nice 30,000 rent was going. Now that person is not doing anything also. It is just lying vacant. Then what he should do? The verses are so related to the situations. Vrindavan Das Thakur is really with us. And there is no doubt in it. Hare Krishna. So today is a very wonderful day, very, very wonderful day, which has to be marked by each and every one of us. Today is the casting of the roof of Lord's home. This roof casting is actually a celebration in many of the places like in Marwad, Rajasthan. When the roof casting happens, at the time there is celebration. They give laddus. There's a festival. Like in South, when the door is made, at the time there is a festival. Like that in Marwad, in the northern side, roof casting is a festival. Jagannath is Lord for everyone, isn't it? Where is north and where is south? Every day should be a festival. Even door making should be a festival. Every day should be a festival. So today, 4 o'clock, requesting all of you to assemble in new site. If you are assembling, then you can see physically everything, and then you can have wonderful prasadam. And if you are not coming, then also there's no problem. You can view through the Zoom meeting. So online Zoom meeting will be there. There you can see how roof of Lord is casted. He who gives roof for everyone is now given the roof by the devotees. So here we'll stop. Any questions you can ask.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Can you hear this audio? Yeah. Mataji, 2 points and 2 questions, small ones. First is that it is written here that she slowly brushed the sand of the Lord's body and lifted it. So brushing the sand of the Lord's body is that Lord is creating remnants of his prasad. Because that same sand, we will be visiting those dhams and, some will be rolling in that sand. And also he's leaving the remnants of his prasad behind. So is it okay if we say like this?
Your voice is, I could not hear.
Yeah. Now you can hear, Mataji. I'm saying that text number 155 mein likha hai, she slowly brushed the sand of the Lord's body and lifted him up. So what I mean to say is that when the brushing of the sand of the Lord's body is the remnants of prasad being left by him by those sand particles. So that when we visit those dhams, then we can, some of us can also roll in that sand, and get the prasad.
That is what is done, na? That is what is done. When we go to Dham, the first thing is you pay obeisances and take that raja on your mastak, on the forehead.
Yeah.
You cannot just go to the Dham and go and visit the hotel. No, first thing you have to do is pay obeisances.
We have to
As
touch
soon
our
as you get down,
put
that is
our
how to do.
forehead on the mother earth, like that, from that
Yes.
palm. The
And
next
some people even eat also. They consume also. And that is good.
consume what? The sand particles.
Yeah. When Ramanujacharya was walking on the sand, children were making laddus with sand for Ranganatha. The children play with the sand. They made they made deities of Ranganatha and they were offering laddus to Ranganatha. With the sand they were playing. The Ramanujacharya was passing through there. He said, Acharya, Acharya, see what we have done. Please take prasad, please take prasad. He took it and swallowed also.
The next point is Mataji. This is the point. Then my two questions. But Mother Sachi tolerated them with all her body, mind, and speech. Mother Sachi tolerated all these activities of the Lord is received with body, mind, and speech. So this tolerance can also be considered as a seva done by Mother Sachi.
Yes. But now that seva comes in the
Form of tolerance.
yes, form of tolerance.
The question is this, Mataji, you said Lord is known through Vedas, and Lord is also unknown to Vedas. So are you referring to the confidential pastimes of this unknowing aspect
Yes.
of confidential pastime
Krishna
of Lord
sleeping,
with
rolling on the
Radharani?
ground.
So those are
Krishna
not
sleeping, rolling on the ground. This is also not understood by the Vedas. Vedas only know him as a supreme person.
okay that way. Okay.
He's like this rolling. Not only just Radharani, all the Brajavasis.
These are the confidential. Last question, Mataji, you said towards the end of this class, a very nice class you gave. In spiritual world, everyone is wife of Krishna. Now you have also taught us that we are female and there is only one male. So aren't we the wives of Krishna?
Yeah, but you should understand, no?
Understand what?
That we are all Prakriti, we are also wives of Krishna.
So I'm understanding, so I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Hope all of you are there today in the roof casting. Yes, Prabhuji, anyone is asking question? Go on. Hare Krishna. No questions. How many of you are going to come? Please raise hands. At least we'll be. All are in the Zoom only. Nobody is going to come. Okay. Even if you don't come, also we'll.